Hi, my name is Pastor Jerry Ingalls from First Baptist Church in Newcastle, Indiana, and we are on a journey together of studying the Bible one chapter at a time. I'm writing a short devotional thought on each chapter of the Bible and sharing that with you, and today is a big day. I just finished with the New Testament, and now today we're starting with the Old Testament, Genesis chapter 1. Did you know that Jesus invites you to live in his unforced rhythms of grace? This has been God's intent from the very beginning. Okay, that means this is God's design for you. This was revealed in the ancient pattern of thought found in the very first chapter of the Bible, Genesis chapter 1. And listen, and there was evening and there was morning the first day. And you see that repeated 6 times. There was evening and there was morning the next day. There was evening and there was morning the next day. I want you to pay attention to that because there's something really important about that. Now, when we look at Genesis chapter 2, we'll see how the 7th day is different, okay? But for now, let's focus on the rhythm of these first 6 days. I want you to read Genesis 1, and I want you to see how deeply embedded into this refrain that we see God's intent for his creation. Because here's the point. It's all grace. It's all grace. One of the pastors I look up to, he's gone to be with the Lord now, Christian author, and I love his philosophy. As a pastor, he never wanted a church to be bigger than the number of names he could remember and the people he could have a relationship with. And Eugene Peterson, he said this about this important refrain in Genesis 1. The Hebrew evening-morning sequence conditions us to the rhythms of grace. We go to sleep, and God begins his work. As we sleep, he develops his covenant. We wake and are called out to participate in God's creative action. We respond in faith in work. But always grace is previous. Grace is primary. We wake into a world we did not make, into a salvation we did not earn. Evening, God begins without our help, his creative day. Morning, God calls us to enjoy and share and develop the work he initiated. Creation and covenant are sheer grace and there to greet us every morning. George MacDonald once wrote that sleep is God's contrivance for giving us the help he cannot get into us when we are awake. Oh man, what a great quote. I love that. Seize the moment and rest in the unforced rhythms of grace that God has designed for you from the beginning and that he invites you back into when you hear his invitation to come to him. All you are weary and heavy laden, and he'll give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. What Jesus is doing right there, he's inviting you back into the rhythms of Genesis chapter 1. Seize the moment.